Hey guys, it's me, Seren, back with another video. It's going to be a quick little PSA. Haven't done a PSA in a while, so PSA, everything is political. Everything is political. So the inspiration for this video has been a lot of talk and commentary that's kind of been swirling around the fashion world about whether or not designers want to dress Melania Trump. A lot of designers have been saying that they're not going to dress her. A lot of designers have also been saying that, oh, it's just fashion, right? Oh, it's just fashion. It's not politics. So before I get into this video, I'm going to read you guys a couple of statements from some, pretty famous designers on the topic of dressing Melania Trump. So, Diane von Furstenberg, Donald Trump was elected and he will be our president. Melania deserves the respect of any first lady before her. Our role as part of the fashion industry is to promote beauty, inclusiveness, and diversity. We should each be the best we can be and influence by our example. Marc Jacobs, I have no interest whatsoever in dressing Melania Trump. Personally, I'd rather put my energy into helping out those who will be hurt by Donald Trump and his supporters. Cynthia Rowley, in the midst of this heated debate, the question actually becomes somewhat irrelevant. She can simply purchase whatever she wants, so how can we control it? Just because she's shown wearing a designer does not mean that designer is endorsing her, her husband, or any of their beliefs, which I disagree with. Which, before I go on to the next one, I want to address that. I disagree with that because, like you just said, fucking Cynthia Rowley, she can purchase whatever she wants. You don't have to agree to dress her. You don't have to give her clothes for free. You don't have to send clothes to her stylist or her consultant. Like you just said, she has the money to pay for whatever she wants. Choosing to publicly dress her, and especially, like I said, to send her clothes for free, to send clothes to her consultant, to attach your name and your brand to the Trump administration, I feel like is an endorsement, because she does have the right to buy whatever she wants. So shut the fuck up, Cynthia Rowley. You sound stupid. Tom Brown, out of respect for the position of the First Lady of our United States, I would be honored to be considered to design. Tom Brown is canceled. So you really have a lot of people that they're really on opposite ends. But a lot of a very common refrain that we've been hearing is, well, she can buy whatever she wants anyway, and it's just fashion, it's not political, and, it's not politics, it's fashion, and, we're into fashion and we're not in the business of politics, so we're just going to dress her because that's what we care about is clothes. Now, number one, putting aside, the consumerism, the capitalism, the greed, the cultural appropriation, all that of it, like the fashion industry is a fucking cesspool, like don't get me wrong. The reason why this kind of inspired me to make this video is because this is a refrain that I hear really, really often, right? It's not politics, it's just fashion. It's not politics, it's just music. It's not politics, it's just a movie, it's just a TV show, it's just a song. Like, why are you taking it so seriously? It's not political. PSA, everything is political. Everything is political. Now, dressing the First Lady is especially political because we're talking about the fucking President of the United States. I don't know if it gets more political than that. Somebody put, who was it? Was it Perry Ellis? Let me not get it wrong. Somebody put on Twitter, like, a very famous fashion designer dressed the Nazis, right? I'm going to tell you exactly who it was. Hugo Boss. Yeah, they all wore uniforms designed by Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss designed the Nazi uniforms. Can you imagine Hugo Boss, saying, like, it's not politics, it's just fashion? Like, no, like these are political figures. These are political campaigns. They're going to have really real impact on people's lives. And if you agree to dress Melania Trump or even Donald Trump or, whatever, your brand is going to be attached to that administration. And it is political. It's very much political. Everything is political. Everything is political. And especially for an industry that is full of, progressives, that is full of members of the LGBTQIA plus community, people that are being actively attacked by, Donald Trump and his rhetoric and his, the things that he says and the administration and the cabinet that he's assembling, to agree to dress Melania Trump is political. It is political. Like this is not like dressing a run-of-the-mill celebrity. This is not like dressing fucking Kim Kardashian, which even that is gonna have, people felt some type of way when Anna Wintour put Kim Kardashian on the cover of Vogue twice. Like, people felt some type of way when Olivia Rousteing made her the face of Balmain, because here is a woman and an entire family that has, like, built this whole empire off of, like, the exploitation of black bodies. It's very much political, because politics are especially racial politics, identity politics, are very much woven into the fabric of everything that we do. So it's just so funny to me and so absurd to hear people say, like, oh, it doesn't matter because it's not political. Like I said in my first video that I made after the election, like, I don't consider myself to be political in the sense that I'm not invested in, our bipartisan political system or political parties or anything like that. But, these issues are very much political. Like, they're political in nature. Like, they matter. And to dress Melania Trump and to publicly attach your name to that administration is to make a political statement. Like, I do not care. You cannot divorce one from the other. Like, you can't. And for anyone that's, like, remember some of my older videos, for example, I used to go really hard on Beyonce for the exact same thing, like, Lemonade. Beyonce put feminist in 6-foot-tall letters on her concert stage, but then she'll say, well, I'm not political. Like, no, to publicly name yourself a feminist is to take a definitive political statement. Like, you can't say, oh, I'm not political. Like, no, you have feminist in giant 6-foot-tall letters. Like, that's political. Like, that's actually pretty fucking radical. Like, you're making a statement. To dress Melania Trump is to agree to dress Melania Trump is to make a statement, to invest yourself in, especially when it comes to, like, media, and, like, I've made tons of videos now on narratives and the importance of, kind of selecting and curating what kind of narratives you consume, and creating your own narratives and creating your own art, because all of this shit is fucking, art is political. I feel like art is political. What did Nina Simone say? How can you be an artist and not reflect the times? Like, art is political. It's self-expression is political. Like, we're making these statements. We're disturbing the status quo. We're disrupting function. That's a part of art. That's a part of fashion. That's a part of, again, making a creative, expressive statement. So it's really funny, when the chips fall, when they fall and they land where they may, to see people all of a sudden, like, shrug their shoulders and throw their hands up in the air and say, well, actually, it's not political, it's just fashion. Like, no, it's still political. You don't want to, like, miss what you see as a good opportunity to, like, maybe get some more international brand recognition because you're dressing the first lady, get some more sales. And again, now we're getting to the consumerism and the capitalism, especially of the fashion world. But, like, just say that. If, like, don't give me this bullshit about how it's not fucking political. And designer Sophie Theallet, I think she's French, so I think it's Theallet. She wrote an open letter, which I'm going to read some of it. She posted it on Twitter. The Sophie Theallet, that's how you pronounce it, brand stands against all discrimination and prejudice. Our runway shows, ad campaigns. Oh, and like, fashion in and of itself is already in this, like, whirlwind because of, like, again, the cultural appropriation and, like, the lack of diversity. Like, it is fucking political. Like, fashion is political, and they're already in hot water for that shit. Our runway shows, ad campaigns, and celebrity dressing have always been a celebration of diversity and a reflection of the world we live in, the French-born designer wrote, adding, as one who celebrates and strives for diversity, individual freedom, and respect for all lifestyles, I will not participate in dressing or associate myself in any way with the next First Lady. The rhetoric of racism, sexism, and xenophobia unleashed by her husband's presidential campaign are incompatible with the shared values that we live live by. And I feel like that's what it boils down to. You're associating yourself, your name, your brand with the Trump administration. That makes it political, period. It is politics. It's not just fashion. Just like it's not just a TV show. Oh, Mad Max is just a movie. Why do you care that it's like all white because it's a white supremacist fantasy? Like it's not like why do you care that like Gods of Egypt has an all white cast? It's just a movie. It's just entertainment. Like no, it matters. It matters. It matters. Like these things do matter. They have reverberations within our collective consciousness, within our mainstream culture. Like it's a part of something bigger. And it's just really interesting to see, you know, and it's like when you pick someone to endorse your brand, right? Be it whatever celebrity, be it Rihanna, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, whoever, one of the main things that they always say when they like pick people to endorse a brand is, you know, we feel like they represent, you know, they represent the brand and they embody the values of the brand and the consciousness of the brand. You know, you pick people that are going to endorse your brand for a reason. But now you want to say, oh, we'll dress Melania Trump, but that's not an endorsement because it's just fashion. It's not politics. And it's just really, like I said, really, really interesting to see people try to distance themselves from the political nature of the choices that they make because they want money or they want recognition or they want attention or they want, you know, they want things to just be light and easy and to not have any type of consequences is not the right word, symbolism, you know, or weight outside of like what's on the surface. But like all of our actions, you know, for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. All of our actions carry weight, and again, especially in this current political fucking climate, racial climate, everything is political. This has been a public service announcement. Peace.